Hi, welcome to Our Bodies with Tim and Eric. Today's episode is about warts, zits, and boils. We're going to have an in-depth look at some of these skin conditions that can cause us a lot of stress and anxiety. And, let's be honest, they don't look very nice on your skin.
Dr. Laursen is with us. Thank you, Doctor, for being here. Dr. Mark Laursen.
Yes, glad to be here.
Well. So, what is a zit? Let's start there. What is a zit?
Well, basically, as you said, a zit is like having one pimple. Acne is a bigger scale problem. But it's basically an infection in or on the skin. Okay. Very common, as you know.
Why are we getting them at a certain age, say when you're in your teen years? Why are zits popping up all over teenagers' faces, making them look like freaks, like pizza face?
I don't know if medicine even really knows why, really. But
here's what I'd like to dial in on. There is the white pus that comes out of the zit when it's popped, called the whitehead. What is it? Why are we making it? Why does our body produce it? Let's get to the nitty-gritty. Let's get down into the weeds on what that is.
It's basically a very small abscess. And an abscess is you have some bacteria on your skin, which is normally there anyway, but in this case it's gone too far, it's got into the skin, and the body sends white blood cells to attack it. They don't want the infection in the body, and then you get this pus formation.
So the white, I think you nailed it, the white blood cells, that's the pus?
Well, you can't really see a white blood cell because it's microscopic, but when it reacts with everything, you get this discharge, abscess, and there it is.
The pus is what?
It's decomposed bacteria and exudate that your body makes.
Fascinating.
One hot topic when we're dealing with zits is once there is the large mountain of pus, of that, the mucus, the snot, the jism.
Is it, sorry to interrupt, is it from the same family as the jism and all that other viscous liquid that our body has in it? Is it produced in the same gland?
No. No, the skin does its own thing. It has its own sebaceous glands and its own thing, and there's always cells on the outside that are just dying and going away. So all that is decomposing skin, really.
What do you recommend for children or teenagers and adults to treat diseases like zits?
I think eating too much oil makes the glands produce more oil, and you have then more likelihood to get infections. But people need to be washing more frequently.
Now, I always get the same zit, right? You get it too, right here. Yeah. What's that about?
Well, the bacteria, there's millions and probably billions on the skin, so you never really eliminate them totally.
But why always this one spot?
It's basically, just think of it as a very small wound. It never really heals.
Ugh, it's depressing to think about that way.
On a personal note, I feel like fast food does affect me. When I go to KFC drive-thru, when I get a bucket of this chicken and I do a side of chicken tenders and I get those biscuits, that obviously has a lot of oil and butter. And the next day I can feel that big mama brewing. I just turned 31 and I feel like I shouldn't be dealing with those kind of high school issues anymore. And secondly, it's like Tim said, it's in the same spot and it grows and grows and grows. And this leads me into my next question is, once you do have a monster zit, how do you handle it? Do you pop that sucker?
Is the pop the wrong way to go?
Well, you want to get it out. And of course, most people would say, see your doctor, dermatologist, have them do it. But that really, as you know, it's not really going to be practical for most people. They're not going to do that. So you do want to, like popping with zit is, like everyone has probably done that sometime in their life and might be routine for some people. So yeah.
But then you've got to clean the area pretty well, don't you think?
Yeah, if you could do what you could do is make sure you get everything out and put some cloth on, like a tiny piece of toilet paper, and act like a wick and help seal it
again
up.
With the cloth. This is if I go to him as a doctor, I might as well just walk in with a roll of toilet paper. No offense, but you understand, and this is now the second episode you've brought cloth to the table when it comes to dealing with problems.
Is there a particular...
I'm a little dubious about that. You have to understand.
After that weekend of KFC, I was going through a thing with my family, and the wife took the kids out of town, and I got the zit, and I did a big pop in the morning. I left a bunch of the pus on the mirror. I went to work. I get a text from her that day, we have to talk. And she called me up. I took a break from work and she said, you motherfucker, there is jizz all over the mirror. What's going on? I told her, first of all, honey, it's not that big of a deal. You know, it is technically jizz, but the upper.
Great.
And she said, fuck you, like, we're out of here. And she took the kids again. And so I just feel like this is the reason why the zits are a pretty important part of our bodies and our relationships. And it's just. Why don't we transition to another body issue, and this is called warts. What is a wart?
A wart is a skin growth that usually has an origin from a virus.
How and warts come from interacting with frogs, and that kind of sort, the reptiles, amphibious animals, or not?
No,
Okay.
no. Though there are things that are transmissible, you could catch from an animal, a wart would not be too likely.
So that's a myth. That's a misconception
Hold on.
that people have.
Let's get a second opinion.
Hi, I'm Dr. Second Opinion. The origin of skin warts was recently discovered to be caused by the usage of Toad's Total Oil Skin Cream, one of the first products from Myers Superfoods. The cream, made from condensed toad skin, was quickly recalled, but the damage had been done, and warts have spread across the world. Myers Superfoods has recently developed a new product for wart removal, Total Oil Wart Removal Cream. Available at all Myers Superfoods stores.
Interesting.
Let's talk about other warts, other viral infections, penis warts.
Genital warts.
Is that the same thing as the frog warts, or are we talking
Well,
something?
a wart is going to be the same thing in terms of a virus in a skin growth, it's just the location.
So, but why do we call them STDs then?
Because they are transmissible by direct contact.
So when one wart from the vagina touches the penis, that wart on the vagina can interact with rub against the penis and then transmit the virus, and then a couple weeks later that wart shows up on the penis.
Exactly.
Not with me though.
Now, if you're engaging in oral sex and you use a tongue on the vagina or the anus, can you get a sexual wart virus from that kind of scenario, just orolingus and anilingus?
Yes.
Terrific. Do they make prophylactics for the testicles?
Not for the testicles that I know of.
Be an interesting innovation.
There is no way to really cover that. Some people have thought of the liquid latex that you can
Spray
on or dip the testicles in, and that kind of coats it. We just don't know medically if that will stop the transmission of penis warts or.
Well, latex on all that hair would be a problem, I would think, for that person.
Well, millennials shave their balls now, so.
Would the worst case scenario be, I'm picturing a wart developing on the very tip of the penis, covering the urethra.
I can't say that I've seen that, but if it happened, it would be a problem. It would be an obstruction.
Yeah. Pee as hard as you can, and it's nowhere for it to go. Because this flow, the pressure coming from your bladder is not strong enough to punch through that wart, in my experience.
Well, there you have it. Thank you so much, Doctor, for being with us today on Our Bodies. We got very deep on the important issue of zits, warts, and other lesions. Dr. Laursen has been very honest with us and very informative on what you can do if you do experience a zit or a wart in someone.
What is it?
Places.
What is the zit?
What is it? Where does it come from? And we hope that this has been very educational for all our viewers. Please check in next week when we deal with another issue, penis and vagina.
Thank you, doctor.
Pleasure. Thank you so
Pleasure.
much, doctor.
Got a little wart here, if you can see. See that coming in?
I do.
Yeah.
The penis is a soft tissue, muscle and glandular and arteries and veins and skin, and that's the penis.
Absolutely.